Hey everyone, and welcome to a revamped commentary for Kha'zix. Not much changed. It was more of just kind of a little nerf on Kha'zix's base damage. One of the things, though, is one of the reasons why I made this commentary was because in my last commentary I didn't really go over the complexities of Kha'zix's design. And that commentary was just kind of me messing around with my friend, commentating other stuff other than Kha'zix himself as a character. So, I mean, I could have released a better one, and this was actually recorded pretty late at night. It was like I have these. I had like this one night where I just was like, you know what? I'm just gonna play normals until I win a game. This was the game where I finally won, but I had to go through a bunch of other horrible games. Guys, little bit piece of advice: don't ever do late night solo queue because you get like the worst people. For example, in this game, we have like a Morgana and a Master Yi fighting over mid lane, and in the end, they both ended up going mid, and Graves didn't end up having a support, so that was wonderful. And we ended up also having a Jace jungle, which didn't help me very much, but turns out I didn't really need that much help from him, so that was good. Honestly, I feel like I said, they say in like every commentary, jungle ganks are kind of just a gift for me. They're not really necessary for me. When I was playing as Kha'zix in that other game too, Scone Thief kind of like helped me once, but that was only because he was like, "I want to help you," and I'm like, "Okay, whatever, let's do it." I was just watching over Jace really quickly here. Unfortunately, there's no LOL replay like spectator mode in this. I don't know why it isn't, but like I don't know, guys. I'm thinking like LOL replay's on its last breaths, which is pretty sad because I really like this program. It really makes it easier for me to get replays out like this. You're gonna have to deal with the attempting to reconnect thing because I can't figure out how to get rid of it, and I don't want to risk getting rid of this whole replay. So anyway, I'm fighting an Olaf, and as you guys know, Olaf's very strong, and I did want to kind of trade in some damage there, and I also knew that Jace was coming, so no worries. We ended up coming out even there, so problem was if Olaf had hit level 2, he probably could have jumped in on Jace and gotten first blood. He tries to go in on me. I'm not going to die to freaking Hecarim. I'm not that scared. One of the things that makes Kha'zix still pretty strong as a character is his jump. Like, it makes him so hard to gank early on in the game. I went ahead and got my jump early. I didn't think I would need to heal very quickly, so and right here, Olaf thinks he can fight me, and that was his mistake, because he ends up getting first blooded. So I get that first blood in there. That was pretty good. I get my W now to heal up from that engagement so that Hecarim doesn't come in and get a cheese kill on me. But I'm also trying to push the wave here to make Olaf pay for dying, even more so than he already did. He ends up missing out on that big creep, and I'm pretty sure Hecarim missed it, so that was good. So I'm just trying to kind of get my W max as quickly as I possibly can here. It's really going to help me, especially since this Olaf for some reason didn't max his axes. I don't know why he didn't max his axes. Against a matchup like Kha'zix, where you can't really safely get close to him, would have been a lot more beneficial for him to get axes first. That's something that you really need to take into consideration with Olaf, you know, is figuring out which spell to max, depending on your situation. Everything about Olaf is situational. It's one of the things that makes him so strong. He doesn't have red buff, or else they probably could have killed me there. But thank God they, thank God they didn't burn my flash. The thing is, I get a little greedy with my summoner spells, but you know, if you gotta save up a summoner spell or two, you gotta save it, because if I had used it so quickly there, if I had just used had a trigger finger on the flash button, I wouldn't have been able to use it in a different situation. In a situation that I might have needed to more. However, the other thing is that my ignite is more than halfway off cooldown. I don't know what the hell's going on down there. What the fuck is up there? But I end up trying to trade back damage on Olaf, and I come out ahead on that trade. So that's one of the things, is that in any kind of trade per se, as long as you turn around and fight Olaf, you shouldn't really fall behind his in his damage, unless he's like poking you a lot first. One of the things that makes Olaf strong is that he can poke with those axes if he's in a negative matchup and still farm. He probably should have done that here, because as exhibited, I wasn't going to let him farm anytime soon. They end up getting Dragon pretty early, actually. I didn't know they were going to get it. Otherwise, yeah, that was a little unusual. I end up getting a little bit of harassment out on Olaf right there. I'm trying to get my mana back, though, because I'm probably not going to get a blue buff this game, because there's 2 mid lanes, and one of them would have probably got one before I did. I go ahead and get some poking on Olaf there. I go ahead and try to get away from Olaf so I don't take some free true damage or anything like that. But let's see. I end up doing a lot of damage there, and so I evolve my spikes first, because I want to be able to do a lot more poking on Olaf in the long run. I end up using my flasks because I want to be able to kill Olaf with relative ease. Because pretty soon here I'm going to go in on him. I don't think he knew that, but I do. I end up killing him pretty easily here. One of the things that you need to understand about Kha'zix is at level 6 is that if he decides to turn around and kill you and you're really low health and everything, it's not going to be very positive for you. I don't know why I ended up doing this. This is an extremely risky play, and if the Olaf was better, he probably would have gotten a kill on me here. The ignite tick and the heal almost killed me. The thing is, I think he thought I was being in that brush, so he goes over the wall, and I get out safely, so whatever. And I end up kind of taunting him a little as I'm walking down to blue buff here. I just thought it was pretty funny that he like went right past me. So I'm just kind of, yeah, I'm pretty snowballed in this lane already. I've got 2 kills. That's usually all I need out of lane before I start destroying everybody out of it. Here's the thing. I've tried Kha'zix in mid lane before. I'm not a huge fan. One of the biggest problems with Kha'zix mid is the fact that you can't circle around like... Here, let me give you an example. Circle around like the edges over here and then poke out of the way of the minion wave. It's a lot easier to be blocked by a minion wave with W at mid lane than it is at top lane. One of the other problems is that I feel like I'm really reliant on roaming, more so than I am in at top lane. Like at top lane, sometimes I might choose to roam a little bit, but I feel like there's a lot of really positive matchups for Kha'zix at top lane. And the other thing is that one of the things you can do at top lane that you can't do at mid lane is split push, and I feel like Kha'zix is just such a good split pusher. There's no reason not to do that. So I'm just kind of trying to poke Olaf down here. I'm trying to get my Unseen Predator back up, or Unseen Threat, or whatever, back up. That way I can trade a little bit more with him. I tanked 2 turret shots there. Kind of stupid of me, but luckily for me, I knew that Olaf probably wouldn't have gotten in my face if I had done any of that. Plus, I had my flask still, so it wasn't really that bad. I wanted to go ahead and roam to mid, but I didn't think that Master Yi was going to end up killing anybody there. They end up going 1 for 1. They probably could have... Me being there probably wouldn't have changed anything. But... Anyway, I'm just poking Olaf at his tower, because he can't do much about me, or my poke. If he had, like I said, if he had only maxed his axes, he would have been able to match my damage. In fact, get past it, because he would have been able to refresh the axes. Unlike me, where I can only get like one burst of damage in there. See, like, this Olaf isn't bad. It's just that he fell into the trap of thinking that he always had to max his true damage, which is not something that you have to do as Olaf. One of the beautiful things about Olaf is how overall flexible he is. Like, if I was fighting a Jace as Olaf, and I wasn't doing that badly, because like usually you'd think like, yeah, Jace kind of destroys Olaf because he can just poke him from a range. Well, the thing is, Olaf can like use his axes to kind of poke Jace at a range as well, as long as you're maxing that first. If I had maxed my true damage in that Jace matchup, that wouldn't have been positive at all, because I would have just gone, hey, yeah, free damage once, but then I'd get completely raped by Jace. And that's something you have to think about with Olaf, is that it's not exactly cut and dry. I don't know why they went for this Annie, and it's kind of dumb. Like, they could have gotten caught by Hecarim, and it wouldn't have ended pretty for them. But luckily for them, the Annie, I don't know, the Annie wasn't very good. Actually made this game a bit easier, made it a bit easier to carry. As long as there's like at least one person that isn't very smart, I feel like I can carry most games, as Kha'zix anyway. Kha'zix is definitely a character you can carry with, as long as you're not completely incompetent with him. Like in this game, no one really did very well, like, no one really did very well in this game, and right here, they end up killing the Olaf, so... what was it? They, all it took E was one more Q, so... they end up killing Olaf, setting him a bit more behind. I'm going to try to split push this wave. They're trying to take all my farm, and I'm like, nope, I need it more than you, so sorry guys, I'm taking all of it. And I'm trying to get Unseen Predator back. Unfortunately for me, there's like not much I can do. I could go around the corner there and get it back, but I think Hecarim knows that Master Yi's there, so I don't know why he's staying so long. That just means that Morgana's going to get more farm, though, so whatever. I'm just going to keep taking this farm. Unfortunately, Master Yi takes all of my farm, and that kind of upset me. Because, again, I need it more than Master Yi will. Like, Master Yi, he's pretty good at snowballing, like, and going mid and stuff, but... And, right here, I don't know what the hell this Hecarim's doing, but, well, anyway, regardless, I am going to get out of there pretty safely. If Olaf kept chasing me, he probably would have gotten a kill there. I'm going around the back here because I don't want to get caught by Annie. I knew she was coming up, and because of that, I just kind of wove between them, and I was like, you know what, yeah, I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm going to go ahead and B, because I'm not high enough health to do anything, and Annie could have just killed me if I stayed. Annie was coming around there. I could have stayed and fought, but it wouldn't have guaranteed my life. I didn't know if she had Ignite up, so... in the end, it was kind of a safer play on my part. I think it was probably overall the best play to make. I get Distortion Boots because I like having Flash up, like, all the time, so... you know, normally I would have gotten, like, Alacrity or something. Probably Alacrity, because having more movement speed overall would have helped me. Because Alacrity gives flat movement speed. But Furor Boots give like percentage if you hit with single target spells. That's alright, but I felt more like I was going to get more of a benefit if I had Alacrity Boots overall, because it would have helped my stealth a little bit more in teamfights. But also, having Distortion, it still helped me more in the long run, because I had my mobility up a little bit more. Plus, it was really the only thing I could have gotten, so why not, you know? I end up just last hitting with that standardly. I don't know why Lulu's there. She ends up getting kind of murked by my W poke. And I'm going around the back here, trying to see if Lulu was staying. That's why I kind of made that decision. I'm just split pushing. I'm making Olaf lose a bunch of minion waves. if I remember correctly, let me see. So I have 77 farm, he only has 66. So making him pay by not being here and losing out on all these minions is benefiting my lane a lot more, especially since I have 3 kills over him. It's going to make him considerably weaker. But the thing is, I have to make sure to keep Olaf in the ground, because I do know that he can come back late game. Especially if he gets like a few kills, which he kind of does later on, which is a little embarrassing. But anyway, I'm trying to keep Olaf in the ground like as much as I can. Unfortunately for me, I wasn't really paying attention. I'm just going to fast forward to the part where it happens. But everyone comes up and destroys me. But the thing is, they use everything to kill me, so that means that they're not going to have anything when it counts. But the problem is, nobody's grouping up, so we can't capitalize on that. And so anyway, I evolve wings now. Means I'll get the reset and whenever I assist or kill somebody, so that's going to really help out. Mid-game is where Kha'zix's dangerousness, or really where you have to contend with his biggest strengths. So Annie just burned her stun right there, so I was just like, I'm going in, man, I'm going in, I can kill her. We can kill her right now, and unfortunately, Annie's actually pretty tanky, so what was it? Jace ends up hitting him away. I probably didn't need to use the other stealth, but the thing is, what people don't understand about Kha'zix's ulti is that if you use it later, you can actually, the cooldown actually gets refreshed or whatever. I didn't like that he took that because I kind of wanted it. But I guess Jace with blue buff is actually pretty effective, but I personally think that I needed it more, so whatever. I mean, like, I've got quite a bit of farm. I've got my brutalizer. I'm on my way to my black cleaver slash I don't remember what else it was, but anyway, yeah, Morgana's gonna die. That was kind of unfortunate, but they got caught. Wasn't much they could do. Well, there wasn't something they could do. It was, you know, not walk over there and get caught. I end up doing more poke than Ezreal does, and that's just foreboding onto what's to come. I like how big the balls on this Graves were, because he was like, hey man, the entire team's there, I'm just gonna go ahead and walk up there and kill everybody. The thing is, I wanted to kill this Annie, but nobody was following me, so I was just like, yeah, let's just give up, whatever. Anyway, not much is happening. I want to get blue buff, but no one else is going to let me because they're all mids and all meanies, and they don't like to let me have things. So I get my black cleaver instead, and this is going to help my Graves out a bit more because he's a little, let's see. He's a little, I mean, he's got Bloodthirster, so that's really going to help his base damages on his abilities do a lot more damage. I go ahead and jump away, and they like all go for Morgana, and they do get a flash out of her, but all grouping up like that was kind of a mistake. They eat poke from me, and they did get one flash, but everyone grouping up like that was kind of a waste of time. We kind of needed more wardage, but since nobody was a support, and I didn't really have gold to spare for wards, I mean, I had 200, but I was kind of saving up for my Warmogs or like Last Whisper or something. And right here, I did want to kill someone here, so the thing is, I didn't want Hecarim to damage me while I was trying to do that, so I didn't just, you know, gung-ho rush like whoever the hell it was. That's the thing that I was talking about in my one of the other videos. I think it's still in the same one. I knew that Annie flashed, and she was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to stun somebody. And since she couldn't reach me, I was just like, you know what, fuck you, Annie, you're dead. And I turn around and kill her. So I go ahead and chase Lulu out of here. I know that I could probably kill her if I tried, so I did. And here's the thing. I knew that Hecarim was coming, but I wanted to make sure I could get it quickly. I do need, I mean, like, that wasn't an intentional KS, but I don't know why I went for Ezreal. It ends up getting me killed for no reason, so Yeah, that was kind of my mistake for the game. However, that's my last death of the game, and it's gonna completely bite them in the ass, killing me this many times, because once I get angry, I get really angry. And I wanted the blue, but I guess Morgana wanted it more or something. I see this big minion wave, so I go ahead and want to split push this whole wave. You see that wave clear? That wave clear is just insane. Wave clear for Kha'zix is like no problem at all. So I end up getting like most of that minion wave. They're doing God knows what. I mean, like I said, late night solo queue, what can you do, you know? I just go ahead and get out of here. They're stupidly freaking retreat pinging, and it's annoying as hell. And I want to split push back. I want to split push this wave back, like because I want to join my team again. And but I also want farm, which is another reason why I'm doing this. So right here, I wanted to get the big creep, so I guarantee that I get it with Q. Problem is, they're all like busy getting caught. I don't know what they're doing. Again, late night solo queue, too strong. Luckily for me, I mean, luckily for them, I'm kind of murdering all of them, and well, Annie thinks that she can get out safely after killing my Morgana. I'm like, no, you can't. Nice try, guy. And I'm like, yeah, screw you, I guess. And I end up getting that blue buff, even though Morgana took it. Like, there wasn't much that could happen for them there. Olaf is godlike, which was a little unfortunate. I end up just jumping over the wall. There's not much you can do to catch me. I do end up getting 2 kills, so it wasn't a complete loss. I mean, like, Olaf is like, yeah, he's godlike, but I can kill Olaf. Like, there's no doubt about it. I can probably just straight up kill Olaf, especially with what I evolve next. Everyone's like turning on each other, and I'm just like, you guys, just relax. I'm Kha'zix. I can carry you guys. It's all right. I'm like 8-2. I'm probably like I've got like the best score in the game. I don't know why Master Yi has a freaking Magi's, but whatever. Late night solo queue, too strong as usual. That might be the theme of this video, just so you guys know. It's just because it is. It's like you get the worst human beings on the planet. But anyway, on to the game. I don't remember what I was doing here. I was just trying to get some farm. I knew that I'd probably be able to use it better than Master Yi probably would. I was like, we don't lose just yet unless I fuck up royally, because that's true. A lot of Kha'zixes kind of cost their team the game because they just jump into some stupid situation, like trying to kill insta-give the carry or something. They're like, I'm Kha'zix, I do a lot of damage, let's do something stupid like that. So, yeah, definitely not something you want to do. So they end up trying to kill everyone like that, and I don't know what they're trying to do. And I don't know what that Annie was trying to do, because I just outright kill her. And if he had hit me with the fear, he probably would have killed me. And anyway, I go ahead and kill Olaf and Annie there, so they kind of cost their team the game there, indefinitely. We're a little weak here, so I was just like, yeah, we might want to back off a little bit a little later, like, because they do have a bit of poke, so I didn't want to test our luck here. But one of the things that here's the thing, like, I wanted to go in on that Lulu, but I also knew that I'd probably die if I tried. So if Jace had like, oh no, never mind. I end up killing her. I end up killing Ezreal there. And I do end up having to flash. I didn't want to get slowed and like killed at the turret or something. So I had to be kind of safe there. I kind of laugh a little bit there. I have I'm on my way to my my Warmogs because, well, it's an insanely powerful item right now, and I was like, why not? I'm really ahead. The only thing I'm worried about now is dying, and not necessarily like more damage, because I can do a lot of damage to like anybody right now. Especially after I hit level 16 and I start doing percentage damage with my Q. I'm gonna start like just chunking people. Like here's the thing. A lot of people like debate on what you should evolve first. And right here, I just kill the Annie pretty easily. And well, here's the thing. I try to confuse Olaf to make him not know who to hit. And I also wanted to kill the Hecarim. And well, the other thing right here, I probably should have gone for Ezreal, but I just end up turning around and killing him instead, killing Olaf instead. So now I'm godlike, Olaf. How do you like them apples? So yeah, I'm 13-2 now. My team is certainly helping be bait, so I can really commend them for that. I evolved my claws, and now I'm gonna start just destroying people even more. Like, that's like percentage damage based on 12% of their missing health. So no one, like, bar like Olaf or something can survive me, like, at all at this point. So as long as I get the resets, I think I should be square. Just as long as like 2 people don't get caught, I could probably do something. Knowing your limits with Kha'Zix, just like Lee, is one of the keys of being the most successful with him. Lee, it's like, you need to know when to get out and to disengage and shit. Like, Kha'Zix is the same way. If you have to burn your ultimate, then you have to burn your ultimate. Like, it doesn't have that long of a cooldown, especially if you wait to use your second tick. But anyway, getting back to this, I've got my Warmogs now. So now I'm just gonna start, like, getting into the middle of people, not really giving a shit if people, like, focus me, because I can just stealth out before they can burst me fast enough. Especially since Annie's not really that far ahead. Like, she's actually really behind. She's got, like, Rabadons, but that doesn't really warrant anything, like, for that. I was just like, we got this shit, because we do. Like, there's just nothing that can do at this point. I've got 13 kills. I've got my Enlarged Claws, and I've got my Warmogs, and I've got Black Cleaver and Bloodthirster. There's not much they can do to stop us at this point. I've also got my Void Spikes maxed, and that's going to be doing quite a bit of damage. 170 plus like 300 or 400 or something is just an insane amount of damage. It's just, it's a lot of poke damage. And just generally what you want to do with Kha'Zix is you want to keep poking until you know you can kill someone without really trying. So right there, I could have jumped in, but that would have been a huge mistake, because even though I'm like... And what I should have done, actually, I think, is probably should have just turned around and killed Ezreal, because he wasn't even in the fight, and he was isolated. I would have really done a lot to stop his kind of aggression there. But it's okay, we end up killing Ezreal anyway, so no big deal. I don't know why I flashed there. It was kind of a dumb idea on my part. I didn't have my unseen threat, so there wasn't a whole lot we could do. I don't know why Morgana is being so cocky. She wasn't the reason at all why we won, so really no reason why she should have gotten that overconfident. So anyway, that's GG. That's Kha'Zix for you. A little bit of complexities that I forgot to mention was that you can use your ultimate to confuse the shit out of people, as you saw against that Olaf earlier. So, go ahead and like, subscribe, do whatever you want with this video, and I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.